Hey guys, my name is Steve. This is WilmerWoodworks. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know from some of my other videos, like when I made my fishing nets, I like jigs. I like making jigs. Sometimes they take a long time to make. Like with that fishing net project, I think it took me a day to make that jig. Not so much like the flag project I just did recently. These jigs were a lot easier and a lot quicker to cut. I think these stars, this alignment tool that I made, along with this spacer for the stripes, that may have taken like 20 minutes. Whereas, like I said, the other jig may have taken an entire day to put together, but it makes your life easier, and for repeat cuts and things like that, it's a must-have. It's something you really need. So recently I started looking into these setup blocks. Now, I know that Woodpecker is like the premier of tools and products out there. Well, I'm not in that budget. So I was really excited when this one company overseas, of course, they reached out to me because they had some setup blocks. And they're fancy and red, my favorite color. So I said, sure, send me the product. I'll test it out. If everything does measure out correctly, and I do actually use it in my shop, I'll make a video, I'll let everybody know. And yeah, I've had these for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I find myself reaching for these more often now than my tape measure. They've come in a nice little foam box, which I won't tip too far or they'll fall out. You know, the foam is it's thin, but hey, it's a nice little case. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I know that the 1x2x3 spacer, the 1/2 inch, 3/4, quarter, and 1/8 are probably gonna be the main ones that I use out of this kit. The other ones like 23, 32nd, I'm not usually using the 32nd. I think that might be more for machinists and things like that. So if you're doing metal work, it's in there, so you can use it, but I don't think I'll be using it that often. So yeah, I'll show you the setup and see what you guys think. Nice little case, keeps everything organized. I wish the foam was a little bit better. It seems to be all crushed and moved around a little bit. Alright, so classic 1x2x3. Let's get my tape on that and see what that actually measures with the tape that I use on the daily. So we got 3x2x1. Well, that looks good. 1/2 inch. I like how it's marked on two different sides. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 7/16, 3/8, 1/4 inch. That's a 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch. So are these all going to be 1/2 inch? Yep. And what do we got here? 16th, 3/32, 1/8. So a lot of these I wouldn't use with woodworking. These are more like machinist blocks, because I don't need to go down to the 32nd. But the 1/8 is pretty much going to be what I'll be using. So let's see what how these actually work. Need your saw blade exactly 3/4 inch high. Boom, done. No tape measure, no squinting, no regrets. Simply put this setup block next to your blade and raise it until it's just at the top height. And then just want to move 2 inches, cut 2 inches, put it against your blade, move your fence until it just taps and you're set. Now the only reason I brought my tape measure is because this is one of the first few times I've been using these and I wanted to make sure everything was accurate. But after that, you don't need a tape measure to check anymore. I didn't think I needed these, then I used them once, and now I'm one router height adjustment away from full-blown obsession. If you build stuff that requires precision, or you just like your tools to feel smarter than you, these are definitely worth it. I'll drop a link below if you want to check them out. Just don't blame me if you start using them for literally everything. Well guys, my name is Steve and this has been WilmerWoodworks. Until next time, I really do appreciate you hanging out.